Hello everybody, jimmyispromo here, back again with another awesome video. And so today I've got something in front of me here that every single person would need to have if you're into YouTube. It could be for blogs, it could be for vlogs, how-tos. You could be in a huge room, a small room. You could be doing music, so if you're singing or doing instruments, pretty much anything that is including sound. So if you want to have your YouTube channel sound a little bit better, if you're singing or not singing, or if you're in church, if you're in a band, you could have a large rectangular room, you can have a small square room, no matter what. Acoustic foam is something that every single person should have if you are wanting better sound for either music, it could be the instruments or singing, or it could be just a simple YouTube channel. So I do have acoustic foam behind me, in front of me, and also to the sides of me. But what I want to do is I wanted to update my channel and give it a little bit of an upgrade with different colors. Now behind me here, I do have black and gray, and I do want to say that if you use white or gray, they will kind of have a small little discolor with it, but the functional part of it is still 100% there, and they're also 100% fireproof. So then if you're in a small room with a lot of lights, you're going to be 100% safe. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut this puppy open. I'm going to lay them all out on the ground, because what you want to do is that they get so compact that it's in this small little eco-friendly package that you want to cut this open and let them set for 48 hours so they can fully expand and get to their hardness and the size, and then you'd be able to place them up. So I will come back in just a few days so I'd be able to do the install and show you the website of all the different styles you'd be able to get. So let's crack this puppy open and let's get started. So I did cut this puppy open, and so you can see that I got two different colors. So I have gray, and then I also have red. So a little bit of information that you get inside of here is some installation guides. You can also visit their website with this QR code. It's also going to give you a little bit of details on how you can set it up in your house. So acoustic foam is super versatile, as I've said from before. So you don't have to do YouTube. You don't have to be into singing or music or do anything like that. But if you have anything in your house dealing with sound, that it's something that you love. So maybe you love to watch movies in your basement or living room, you can place these things all over your basement, in the living room, wherever it's at for your TV room. And if you have some awesome sound system going on, you'd be able to make all of that sound not reverb off of the walls and just kind of stick with you and with the foam that's inside of that room. So if you have an entertainment room, a TV room, a place that you maybe listen to music since you don't do the music, then these right here will make that sound so much better in any room that you are propped up into. All right, so now what I need to do is I need to cut these open, let them expand. So I'm going to put them right over on the floor and let them go there for 2 days. Now, one thing I want to show off is that when you look at this, look how flat this is. I want to give this thing as a reference point so then you guys can see what it's going to look like and how big it expands when it's finished after the 48 hours. So these things have fully expanded, and so I gave them their full 2 to 3 days to get to their full end result. And you can see that these have gotten much more thick than where they originally started off. These things used to be so compressed and tight all together in that small little package. Even just having half of how many acoustic foams I have, this is still way larger than what that package originally started out as. So here in front of me is 12 of the acoustic foams, and I have the other 12 right over there, and soon I'm going to put these up on the wall. But what I also got here too is I purchased the Scotch double-sided tape. So I bought 2 of these packages to adhere these to my walls. Now you can go out there, you can get different brands if you want to. You can also go and get Velcro. Those are also a very good idea. You also have the spray-on adhesive, but I'm not a huge fan of those with my situation down here. I don't want to have or lose any type of the backing of these acoustic foams. So I'm going with these little Scotch tapes that are double-sided. And then real quick, I'm going to show you also the fireproof test of this acoustic foam, because you would think that foam would catch fire, but these actually have a coating on there. So where if you're around some really bright lights that are hot, or if you're just around anything with pyrotechnics or anything else, or fire in your house, I don't know, these will not catch fire, which is a awesome safety precaution that AeroZoom took. All right, so I moved everything out of the way just to show you one piece of the acoustic foam and just how fireproof this is. So here is just a little small lighter. And what I'm gonna do is just kind of go in towards the middle here. I'm gonna leave it in one spot, and you can see here that it is turning a different color. If anything, it just kind of disintegrates and kind of just goes away and disappears. So there's a small little crevice in there, and there's a small little smell too, but it is not going to catch fire and stay on fire. And so if I was to go to the very, very corner, then you would think that it would just keep on staying lit, but it does not. So if you're wondering about safety with, foam being in your room, then this one is definitely the one for you if your precaution is anything with fireproofness and catching fire. This one is definitely 100% fireproof. All right, now we're gonna head over to the computer. I'm gonna show you all the different styles you'd be able to get of the acoustic foam and exactly which one did I get. So the website is www.aerozoom.com. Now, when you first head over to this website, on the very top, you're going to have these little banners. It takes up half the screen. It's going to show you some good deals and some little promotions that might be happening, and also some information on getting your room set up correctly. Now, below here, you can also check out another YouTube video that they created that was comparing other sellers versus AeroZoom. And so I will tell you from my own experience that other sellers, these ones will be flammable, or most of them are. Also, they're going to be pretty floppy. They're not going to be as thick, and the quality for me just doesn't seem to be the same as what AeroZoom offers. And then as you keep on scrolling down, you can check out all these different deals that's happening down here too. And then this one right here is the acoustic foam. This is the one that we're kind of talking about. This one here though is the pyramid tile. This is the one that I have in my basement right now that you saw behind me, which was gray and black. So this one is to take down the reverb of all the different sound in your room to get it crisp and clear. Now over here, you can see that these ones are going to be the sound absorption. And so this one is so then it doesn't escape from the room. So if you're kind of looking between the mix of a couple one of the acoustic foam and also your little absorption, you can go for this very first one over here. Instead of you paying $340, it's actually just $180. Now on the very top, here's all the different styles you can get. You got your bass traps. So this one here is going to keep some of the sound inside. You can also check out the bevel grid. And if you don't know what these look like, then you can check them out. So here right there is the bevel grid, and so you can kind of see a little bit of what they look like. We're going to head over into let's go to the flat bevel. This one here is just going to be a huge little bevel. So instead of having them smaller, they're a large, and you can just see that they're pretty much just flat, but they have a little bit of the angle around the edges. So the one that I have, if you go underneath acoustic foam, scroll down to where it says hemisphere grid. And so this is the one that I have here. You can see that there's different packs you'd be able to get. This one is a 4-pack. So if you don't have a large room, you can go for one of these, and it's only 20 bucks. But I also do want to mention that if you guys were to go below the video inside the description, I will have a code that will give you a discount on anything that you purchase on this website. And then this one is going to be one that could be just a little bit more popular. Here is the 8-pack. But if you're going to have a larger room, something that I actually film in, then you're going to want to go for one of these. So this right here is the color code that I have for the pyramid style. Now, as you're going through the website and you're scrolling down, you might have to go over into page 2 if you want to check out the one that I have. They go as large as 96-pack. Now, this is going to be a lot of acoustic foam. The one that I have with me now is this one right here. So if this is the one you guys are looking for, it is the new 24-piece, the pearl white and the red. But mine did not come as white. I did switch it out for gray. Just because the color white could actually discolor. So I do want to mention that if you get anything that is foam that is sitting on your wall, try to go for gray as your lightest color. All right, so let's go over and let's actually install this onto the walls. Okay, so in this shot right here, it's looking pretty good. I'm gonna add probably just a couple more along the sides and then also along the bottom, so I'm fully in front of the acoustic foam. Now, I'm not using the Blue Yeti mic, I'm not doing anything. I'm actually just projecting my voice a little bit louder at the camera right in front of me, and there is no reverb going off these walls. And I can tell that there's just a tiny little bit better than before, because beforehand I only had 4 of these acoustic foams behind me. Now I have 6, and then I still have all the acoustic foams in front and on the sides and everything else for my older acoustic foams that I've used. But because this wall is right behind me, I can usually hear a small little echo right off of it, because everything down here is actually a cement wall. And so just by having acoustic foam, it's going to help your YouTube channel and anything and everything else that you do. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep on going forward. I'm going to add just a few more behind me, put some in front of me, and also to the left and to the right. Now, this is also where I'm going to end off my video. So if you guys are interested in having acoustic foam built inside of your house for either YouTube, music, either you listen to music or you play music, or maybe you have a huge movie room that is able to use acoustic foam, so you're not going to get all the different reverbs off the wall, all the bass, all the sounds, the trebles, and everything is going to be crisp and clean, and it's not going to just bounce off of different things, then make sure you guys go to aerozoom.com, and below this video here I will also have a discount code that if you're to type that in at the purchase point inside of your carts, you will get a 10% discount on everything you purchase. So I hope you guys have liked this video. Also, I hope you guys are going to like the new acoustic foam that's sitting behind me. It's going to be different colors from before, so it's not going to be as black and gray, and so it's still kind of in the realm of the Jimmy Is YouTube channel's color scheme. So make sure you guys hit on that like button. Also hit on subscribe if you have not subscribed already. Share this with your friends and family, so if anybody who is interested, you know, if they have a huge movie room, maybe they're starting YouTube, they have a YouTube channel, maybe they're into music, maybe it's somebody that you know who owns a church on the music side of things, and if they don't have acoustic foam, this will definitely benefit pretty much anybody and everybody when it comes down to the option of sound. And I'll see you guys later.